Well, I think the feelings that we share now is probably as cruel that as football can be. I thought it was a terrific game of football. I thought it took us 45 minutes to get into our own rhythm. I don't think we were at our best in the first half. We couldn't find a way to get in the areas that we like to get on the ball and dictate the play. But at that time, I thought we showed a really strong mentality to dig in and to get ourselves or to stay in the game. Saying that, in that first half, we created the best two clear-cut opportunities of that 45 period, and the transformation is in the second half display. I thought we built an incredible tempo, a great intensity, allowed us to impose ourselves in the game. You saw the best threat that we carried. From that point on, we had the penalty, which is a big moment of the game, as any penalty will be in a game of football. But that even stopped us from keep playing the way that we wanted to play, and we scored the goal. And at that point is where the whole story becomes very heartbreaking, because the goal comes against a run of play. If you won injury time, is always a difficult moment to concede. But after that second half period, I don't think we deserve to be in the losing side. And going into the extra time, I just felt that our team would have been the strongest one as the longer the game progressed, and that's why it's a major disappointment.
Roberto, I know in some ways it's unfair to individualise, but how is one manoeuvre? Because clearly the two chances to miss a penalty, take one or two of those, and you would have been through it.
Yeah, but I always feel that the players, or strikers especially, they need to be measured in the amount of chances that they create. It's not about taking the chances or not. Sometimes you need to give credit to the goalkeeper. Sometimes there's a degree of fortune that the ball hits the bar and comes in. And I thought the way he created, or we created as a team, those first two 1v1 situations, he showed his power, his pace, his uniqueness in getting in those spaces. But the penalty is only the penalty taker who can miss the penalty. So I don't think that's a worry at all. I thought his second half performance was of a very mature footballer. The ball stuck. He allowed us to play around him. I thought Gerard Deulofeu benefited from that when he came on. Ross Barkley grew into the game. He's still a young man. He's 22. I think this team shows you that we invested immensely in young players, giving them big roles, and today you saw that they're starting to fulfill those roles, and I just feel that we didn't deserve at all to be out of that semi-final so early. I wouldn't say that we played that poorly. I think is we couldn't get close to Manchester United. I think we allowed them too much space, and from that position they controlled the game. We all know that they are a team that they like to get on the ball and use the positional play. We like to stop teams from having that positional play, and I think tactically we couldn't get close enough. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to adapt to the big footballing occasion. I don't think we carried any positive momentum starting in the game, and that's going to take a little bit of time. But I thought we were so strong mentally to dig in and to stay in that period. And as I say, we knew exactly how we could hurt Manchester United, and we created those two clear-cut opportunities. The reaction, and we adjusted at half-time, is more the intensity was increased, and the tempo, and we narrowed the lines, and we were able to press higher up the pitch, and that allowed us to impose ourselves in the game. But I wouldn't say we played badly. I think we had a poor start, and we allowed Manchester United, which is a team built to win trophies and to win leagues, to have a bit of a spell in the first half. But I don't think we got open up that easily, or we should have been, or that would have been the reason to lose the tie. Well, obviously, I've been 3 years now at the football club, and I always said that Everton is a very special football club, and you can see it today. The fans, the way that we represented the football club at Wembley was terrific. Of course, it hasn't been easy in the way of trying to bring silverware back to Goodison, and that's what I want. I think in the first year we got into Europe, we got a record points tally in the league. Second year we had real good experiences in Europe. We invested heavily in young players, developing young players in the squad. This season we fell hard done in the semi-final of the League Cup. we were denied to come to Wembley, and we never stopped until we came back. I just feel that every season we're developing and we're reaching certain signs that I feel we can please our fans and will bring the silverware that they deserve. But clearly, in moments like these of true disappointment, it's very, very difficult to see through the real good things that we have or we developed over the last 3 seasons.
Do you believe you're the right man to bring that potential out of this team?
Well, I am. I got so attached to the football club and to Everton, and my ambition is exactly the same as the club's ambition. It's just, over the last 3 years, we haven't invested any money. We've been handling assets really well. I feel the squad is in a great valuation, if you want. We got very good young players. We develop young players really well, but I just share the drive that the football club has, which is getting into the Champions League, getting into situations that we can bring silverware to the football club, and I'll have a very strong drive, and I'll give everything I've got to fulfill those expectations.
Okay, guys.
How do you feel you can take the club forward from here?
This is very, very simple. From now, we've got 4 games left. I think the simplicity is to try to get as many points as we can out of the next 12 and see how high we can finish in the table and make sure that we do that.
And following season?
Following season, but like always, you need to reassess and evaluate the season and improve the squad and making sure that we become a stronger team due to the experiences that we had this season, due to the work that we've been doing together, and making sure that every season brings a different level.
Thank you.
Summarising what the season may have brought in one of the last minute goals.
Maybe. I think the only one it matters is today. In football, we scored a last minute goal at Newcastle in the league. I'm sure we conceded a couple of goals that they go against you. Football, you need to have a bit of luck at times. That's something that is part of the game. I think today was a really hard blow to concede in injury time, because I don't think the second half performance deserved that, and it gives you a bad taste.
Why didn't Baines take the penalty?
Well, Romelu Lukaku has been the penalty taker since Leighton left it maybe 18 months ago. So Romelu's number 1 and Leighton is number 2. But on the game, they can make their own decision.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.